Okay, we're going to work on table set number 5. Table set number 5 has 3 parts. We're going to start with the first part. We get our knuckles distancing. Step back into a fighting stance. Call my opponent. Ha! When the punch comes in, I'm going to step off to the outside. As I do that, my left hand's going to fan across into a knife hand block. My right hand comes across and grabbing behind the head. So they're going to land at the same time. From this position, I grab onto his right wrist, slide my left across into a back stance to make sure that I'm not in front of his body. From here, I'm going to take his wrist and turn it back towards his body. At the same time, I'm pushing his head forward past his arm. As I do that, I transition from a back stance to a front stance. So the movement is here, turn, push, and forward. Okay, the full movement together is here, and push, stay, and reset. Again. Up, block into a back stance, push forward, turn, and push. Okay. Obviously, Brian's working a break fall to protect himself to make sure that he doesn't hurt his shoulder or his head. He's flipping all the way through. Another angle. Up, out, turn, throw. Okay. One more time. Up, here, push. Reset. The second part of table set number 5, the attack comes from behind. In this position, somebody grabs onto your shoulder. You're going to reach back and grab a hold of the hand. Now, if you can't get the full wrist, grab whatever area you can. So at this point, I'm only grabbing across his knuckles onto his hand. But if you can get a full grab all the way to the wrist, that's the way to go. From here, I step back into a back stand, stepping right in between his feet. As I hit that back stand, I'm going to perform a reverse elbow coming straight back to his center, here. From this position, I drop my hand straight down into a bottom fist, hammer fist, into his leg. So again, from here, step back, elbow. Now at the same time I throw this elbow, I want to extend his hand forward, leaning him into it, off bouncing him as well. Hand drops down to his leg. From here, my left hand is now going to circle all the way up and hook behind his head. I'm now going to work on an inner head wind. From this position, my wrist turns in just like it did for the outer. His head's going to come over, but I'm going to use it as a sacrifice throw. So I'm going to drop my weight down as I did this throw. Again, from the grab, reach back, grab, step back into a back stance, elbow, extend them forward. Drop the hammer fist, come up to the inside. From here, pull, over, drop the knee. Here. Stay. Again. Again, grab, step back. 1, pulling forward. 2, up and hook. Turn, pull, kneel down. Another angle. Grab, step back. 1, 2, 3. For the third part of table set number 5, we're going to use a scissor catch. A scissor catch is a knife hand block, while then at the same time there's a ridge hand movement coming up. The movement comes across and up at the same time, and I'm using it to clear a punch as the punch comes in. The attack is from a right hand punch. Start with knuckles distancing. Call him in. Ha! I'm stepping off to the outside. My right hand, knife hand's coming across with my ridge hand. Scissor catch. From this position, I'm going to wind the person's arms down while rotating my hands around them. And from here, I lock onto the hand and the wrist. Okay, so it's nice and smooth going through. And then right here is where it locks on. From this position, I'm keeping my arms locked out and the hand, his hand locked into position. I'm going to step through my right leg, bringing the hand over my head to this position. You can see that his palm is facing up and I'm locking him into position. Again, I've got a lot of movement here, a lot of control. Again, up, stepping out, block, roll around, lock onto the hand. Right leg steps under and through. From this position, the throw itself, I need to maintain the pressure. I'm going to step forward, guiding him out, reaching all the way out with my hands, and then as he becomes off balance, I'm going to pull back into a back stance, basically pulling the rug out from underneath him. So again, from here, I step out and back. Obviously, again, Brian's using a brake fall to prevent himself from getting hurt. A typical fall would just be basically a face dive coming forward. Up, out, lock, step through. Again, I step, guide him out, and pull back. Another angle. Up, here, guide down, lock, step through, step, guide out,